Hey everyone, welcome to health cooking class. Today we're going to make authentic guacamole. And I say authentic because when we went to Mexico, we could, the place that we stayed at, they had classes and you could take cooking classes, and one of the things they taught you how to make was guacamole. So I went and took that class, and this really nice guy taught us how they make it there in Mexico. So first of all, you get some ripe avocados, and 2 or 3 depending on how big they are, and if you get the really big ones, probably just 1. But I have 2 here, and I'm going to be using a knife, a very sharp knife. So if you're cutting, remember you need to ask permission from your parents and get them to supervise you. Also, maybe they can help you cut it and you can scoop things in. Like with the avocado here, we are scooping out the avocado right here. Just scoop it out and putting it in the bowl. Same with this one, you just scoop out the avocado and stick it in the bowl. Okay, and we do that with both of the avocados. Avocados are so good for you. They're full of natural healthy fats, which our brain needs in order to function. So they're also filled with minerals like magnesium and all kinds of really important things that our body needs to function. So avocados are really good for you. They also think that avocados help with cancer, with prevention of cancer, so that's good. And if you saw how I was doing the seeds, yeah, so I'm just gonna, it doesn't want to come off my knife, woo! Just don't do that without help. Okay, then it says that you squish the avocado, squish, 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 squish. I know you can't see, but I'm squishing with my fork. Squishing the avocado, squishing, 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 squishing. Good job. And this is fun. This will take some time to really squish it all up, squish it. And if you're not comfortable with knives, then you can do the squishing part and the stirring part. And that's just as fun and just as helpful. So see how it's all squished up? Okay. Then you take a paper towel because your hands are messy. And then you take an onion. Now this is just one of the regular brown onions you can get from Costco, and I cut it in half already, but it says only do 1/4. So how much would be 1/4? What would I do to make this 1/4 of an onion? Right, I would cut it in half because 1/4 plus 1/4 equals 1/2. So I'm going to cut my onion in, my half of an onion in half again, and I'm going to cut up the onion into little pieces. Now onions, people say onions are very powerful. People, I've seen them use onions to help with ear aches. They just put the onion, half of an onion on an ear, and it's supposed to help with that. So it has healing properties. It helps with your lungs. Did you know onions are really good for your lungs? So if you have, it strengthens your lungs, heals your lungs. So onions are good for that. Some people don't like onions. They don't like it because it makes them cry when they're cutting it. And I read there's 2 ways you can stop that. Is if you don't cut off the end of the onion, called it the bottom or the butt of the onion. That's what the article said. Then it doesn't cause you to cry as much. Or some people get a bowl of water and set that beside where they're cutting, and that helps them. You know, it helps a lot is if you're wearing contacts, because for some reason it doesn't get past your contact into your eye. So I don't usually have trouble with that. Okay, so put your onions in with your smushed up avocado. And I washed this tomato, and you're just supposed to dice 1 tomato. I know some of you love dicing the tomatoes, and some of you don't ever want to because they're a little bit smushy. Now if you don't like tomatoes at all, then don't put tomatoes in. But the people in Mexico love to put tomatoes in. So I'm going to do it because I'm making the authentic one. Also, there's some people put jalapenos in it if you like it spicy. So the jalapeno will give it that really spicy flavor. But I don't have any jalapenos and I didn't want it spicy today. I wanted it mild. So depending on how much you like tomatoes, you could put the whole tomato in or half of the tomato. And Skittles is helping me. She's scratching my leg. I don't need help. I don't need help. Okay. And so the other thing you do is you need a lime and cilantro. We grew this in the garden that you guys are working on. This is our cilantro. And it smells really good and it's really pretty. So when you come back, we'll have to eat some more cilantro. And you just cut up the cilantro into little pieces. Cilantro cleans you. It cleans your blood. So cilantro is really good for you too. So we are going to put some cilantro in there. And if you had jalapeno, you could do that. Some people put garlic in, you could do that, but since I'm following the authentic one. Then it says put the juice of 1 lime. And sometimes limes and lemons have seeds in them. Actually, most of the time they have seeds in them. And so if you just go for it and squeeze it into your guacamole, you might squeeze seeds in also. So you don't want to do that. So I just squeeze the juice of the lemon or the lime into a bowl first. And then that way, if a seed gets caught in the bowl, I can just dig it out. Also, they make lemon and lime squeezers that squeeze the juice out for you. They also make you can get the lemonade press where it makes the lemonade or the orange juice. So there's lots of ways to do this, but just squeezing it does the work also. So limes are good for you. Right, they're a citrus full of vitamin C, so they help with your immune system, building up your immune system. So you take your juice of your lime and put it in there. And the last thing that you add is salt, and they just say a pinch of salt. So that is to taste. Some people say to taste, which means just however much you like. So I just took a pinch of it out of here and put it in there. And if it, when you're cooking, if it doesn't taste good when you're done, when you sample it, you know that, oh, I gotta add some more salt. I gotta add some more garlic or some more tomatoes. So you see it's looking really good. If you have chips, if you have some tortilla chips, this would be really good with your tortilla chips, or you could put it on your tacos or your burritos. Just eat it like this if you want. Okay, so that's what it looks like. That's your authentic Mexican guacamole. Really healthy for you, really yummy. Hope you have a chance to make it. All right, have a great day.